Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my first ever Q&A and it's very exciting. I've been wanting to do this kind of video for a really long time now, and a couple of you guys have requested for these kind of videos where you get to know me better. But when you're just like a tiny person on YouTube, you kind of feel like nobody really cares. It's been requested, I've been wanting to do it, so here we are finally. I asked you guys last night over on Instagram to send over some questions for me because Instagram has that whole new feature where you can ask questions through your stories, so that's what I did. And yeah, I just got the questions on my phone, and hopefully by the end of this video you guys will get to know me a little bit better. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start answering some questions. Okay, so I had a look through some of the questions and some of them are kind of repeats. So if they are repeats, I will just leave the questions here. Like I'm gonna screenshot it and leave them here if they are very similar questions. So the first question is from, I'm sorry if I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, Merc X Bo Coop. She asked, what are your top 5 lipsticks ever? So if you're talking about lipsticks, I'm gonna have to go with the ColorPop Luxe lipsticks. Just off the top of my head, Layover, LA Lady, Foolish, Uno Mars. I'm sure you guys know which Luxe lipsticks I love. Like you would see repeats of them, but those are the 4 that I can think on the top of my head. I have a lot of favorites from the Luxe lipstick range. Amanda V. Burt, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong, guys. I'm so sorry. It's not my intention. I'm not really good with pronunciation. That's just like another fact about me. I'm not really good with like reading. But she asked, if you weren't a YouTuber, what else would your career be? In reality, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably would be working in the hospitality industry. That is just what my parents did. Like they owned a bakery for 20 years. My dad just bought a new bakery. I think I would own some sort of cafe, you know, something that's like a 9-to-5 job. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I definitely wouldn't be doing something creative. It's either just YouTube or I'm doing something like that. Because I did go to uni for 1 year and I studied hospitality and tourism, so I feel like I probably would have went down that route. Kitty Catalope, she asked, what's your dream cosplay? My dream cosplay, I have so many. I always look at cosplays and always dream of doing them, but I'm just like, I can't, I don't know how to do this. But my dream cosplay would have to be either Riku or Yuna from Final Fantasy. Just the detail to their outfits and just them, I just love it. Something very old school anime. I've always wanted to be Riku. Riku was my favorite character from Final Fantasy. The next question is from Rye Edmonds. She said, hey girl, I love every ounce of your content. Thank you. Question, what do you do for work? So right now, I don't want to say what I exactly do. My part-time job, I do work in the hospitality industry. I've always worked in the hospitality industry. I feel like that's what I'm good at. So Lizzie Beach _, she asked 2 questions. She asked, favorite part of your makeup routine? Favorite part of my makeup routine? I don't know, because I love all of it. Like I really do enjoy putting my whole makeup on. That's a really hard question. I'm gonna say maybe like bronzer, blush, and highlight, like this cheek area. I just love how it looks when I like turn my head. I can tell you my least favorite part, which is my brows. I feel like for what it is, it takes me so long to do and it's so hard to get even just because I have very sparse brows. I'm really going free-handed when I do my brows. And then the other question she asked, first high-end product you purchased? I feel like everybody's first high-end product was the Urban Decay Naked Palette. Either something from MAC or the Urban Decay Naked Palette. Scribbles asked, that's such a cute username. She asked, favorite artists / songs / genres you listen to? Favorite artists is Bruno Mars for sure. He is like one of my favorite. I saw him live once and he's amazing. I think hands down he's like my favorite. Jessie J, Demi Lovato. I love people who can sing, like they sang, you know. I love people with good vocals and good music. And Tori Kelly, I feel like those 4 are like my top vocalists and I love all their music. I love everything they push out. Favorite songs, genres. Genre, I would say like old school R&B or 2000s pop music. I think you guys can tell that I'm a very old school person. I like to do things like the old school way, in my opinion. I view myself like that. So yeah, I'm not really into what kids are listening to these days, if you could say. Miss Novella asked, how do you film and edit around your job? Literally, I don't have a life, so that helps. I don't really go out, I don't party. So at my part-time, I work 4 days a week and I have 3 days off. And those 4 days, I work about 30 to 33 hours every week, and after I finish work I come home and I edit. On my 3 days off, all those mornings I use to film. So I'm not stopping. I don't have like a full day off where I'm not filming, where I'm not working, I'm not editing. Every day I at least work, I at least film, I at least edit. So I'm like go, go, go. So that's how I film and edit around my job. I just do it on my days off. I never have an actual day off, but I'm not complaining. I love filming. So Miss Novella, she asked another question as well. She also asked, what advice would you give to other Asian girls wanting to do YouTube? I would say just do it. When I first started, I was like, who's gonna watch my video? I feel like no one can really relate to me. But just the comments that I receive from you guys that are Asian and who have a similar eye shape to me, even if you're not Asian, you can have a similar eye shape to me. But I just get comments saying like, I finally found someone that looks like me and I can follow along, or same skin tone as me. And I'll just say there is someone out there watching. If you truly love it and you have a passion for this and whatever kind of content you're creating, as long as you put time into it and you're committed, then you'll be good and everything else will follow. So Elena Dorina, she asked, what is your favorite makeup brand? Is that even a question to ask me at this point? I'm sure you guys know it's obviously ColorPop is one of my favorite brands. I love almost all of their products. But besides from ColorPop, I would say like makeup wise, did she say makeup brand? So makeup brand. I love Hourglass. I love their Vanish Stick. I'm using their Ambient Light palette right now. I think just Hourglass, the aesthetics, the moral of their branding, I really, really love. So the next question is from What's a Calyx? I am so sorry I'm pronouncing all your usernames wrong. I'm really, really sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. But she asked, just moved to Auckland and I'm curious what are some great clothing stores I should check out? So girl, New Zealand really doesn't have a lot of clothing stores. That's why I like to shop online. But the best store I can tell you is Glassons. Glassons have really, really cute stuff, like on trend clothing for a decent price. I wouldn't say it's cheap, but I wouldn't say it's like overpriced either. So the next question comes from Alia Garcia. She actually won my 30k giveaway and we always talk over on Instagram. But she asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm currently 22, so in 5 years I will be 27. 27, hopefully I will be financially like stable. I won't be working part-time. Hopefully I will be doing YouTube still and YouTube will be like my full-time or something in this realm of YouTube and makeup. I will be in this and I can live off that, and I hope that I'm happy and I'm healthy at 27 because I'm still young at 27, and hopefully maybe like engaged at that point, maybe not married but maybe engaged. Hope that my whole family is healthy, Harry's family is healthy, and my friends are healthy. As you grow older, you just want everybody to be healthy. So Fran Ballis, she asked, what drugstore and high-end foundation brand can you recommend? I love you so much, Judy. And I love you too, girl. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. The only drugstore one that I'm using right now is Wet n Wild, the photo focus one. That one is awesome. It's not drugstore, but it's affordable. The ColorPop No Filter Foundation, which is what I'm wearing right now. I've been loving it. High-end foundation, Hourglass Vanish Stick. Bam, bam, bam. Very easy. Lisa Tran X asked, story on how you got into makeup. I wouldn't really say it was like a big story on how I got into makeup, but as a kid I was like a tomboy, so the idea of makeup was not even in my head. I just loved video games. I loved playing with my brother and his friends. I would say, I think it was like my second year in high school, my first year in high school, I was watching a lot of Michelle Phan, a lot of Bubs Beauty, a lot of KL, Dulce Candy, J Love's Mac 1, all of the old school beauty gurus. I just love them, and I remember just like Michelle Phan, like watching her Lady Gaga like poker face transformation, her Barbie transformation. I just love what she did with makeup. Lisa Trent also asked, are you studying in uni? What course? No, I am not studying in uni. I am just working part-time, like I said, and trying to make my YouTube a full-time thing. So currently not studying. L Chan 148 asked, how old are you? I am 22. I was born in 1996, so I just turned 22 about a month ago. Amy X Beauty asked, why did you start your YouTube? What is your outcome goal for doing it? I just love sharing my thoughts and like helping people with my reviews. I feel like in my kind of circle, I was kind of the first person to start playing with makeup, even though back then my makeup skills weren't as good as it's now. And I'm not saying I'm good at makeup at this point, like I still got a lot to learn and a long way to go. go. Definitely a lot better than what it was like a couple years ago. And when I would post stuff on my Instagram, like new makeup purchases and stuff, people would always ask me like, oh, what would you recommend for this? And then I would help them out, and that made me feel really good. Like I'm helping someone out through something that I tried for myself. Just the whole idea of YouTube I really loved, even though it's very different from what it is now. I still love it. That's why I started YouTube. I just love makeup and sharing my thoughts. That's why my channel name is called Judy's Reviews. And what is the outcome goal for doing it? Outcome goal is just to make a career, to make a living out of a passion. That is it. I'm not here for like the free stuff or for the fame. I just want to live my life doing what I love. Like you only have one life, and I feel like you should do something that you love to do and be happy every day doing it. So the next question comes from amberry.jpeg. What's your favorite eyeshadow palette look of all time? Maybe favorite eyeshadow palette would have to be the ColorPop Give It To Me Straight. Favorite look of all time? It's either the yellow, orange, red cut crease that I created and ColorPop reposted, or the cut crease halo eye that I created with the Canon XO Cosmetics palette. Elena Braunfield asks, what makeup artist do you look up to and inspire you? Hands down, by Brookell. She is my biggest inspiration, and I just feel like she is the sweetest girl. I like mentioned her in one of my stories and she replied to me. I think she's just like such a genuine makeup artist as well, and she has so much talent. Her looks are just so clean, so perfect. I inspire to be like her. So yeah, definitely by Brookell. She's like my number one. I definitely have a lot more as well, but by Brookell, like if I'm in a funk, I would just go to her Instagram page and just scroll through. Catnip X2 asks, will you ever move to Australia? At this point in my life, no. First reason why I say I won't move to Australia is because if I was to leave New Zealand, my homeland, I would probably go and live in America, just because the opportunities there are more blah blah blah. Obviously you don't have to be there to be successful. If I was going to move somewhere, I probably would move to America. And I also have a cat and I can't imagine moving her across the world or to a different country. Chow Meow. What's your favorite YouTube channels? On top of my head, I love Ryan Higa, Kathleen, I love Dizzy, I love Katie, I love Jen M, Sophia Chang, Whaley, Soothing Sister, Casey Holmes, Jacqueline Hill, Nikki Tutorials, just, you know, I feel like who you guys love as well. Tina Conway asks, what is your ethnicity? So when people ask me this, I don't really know what to answer because I was born in New Zealand, so I am a Kiwi. My mum is Chinese and my dad is Cambodian. So I am half Chinese, half Cambodian. I always get mistaken for being Filipino, Singaporean, Malaysian, and Vietnamese. Those are like the top 4 that I get mistaken for. I'm not offended by it, but it's just interesting to see how people perceive my face and they think I don't look Chinese or Cambodian. So I got 3 questions from I11_li. The first question is, other than makeup, what are your hobbies? Other than makeup? I feel like makeup's my whole life. Well, I love anime. I love watching anime. I love reading manga. I love that whole realm of the anime world. Other than makeup, maybe I don't have any other hobbies. He or she also asks, alcohol, yes or no? He. I'm gonna say no. I just don't like what it does to my bladder. I feel like my bladder feels so screwed up when I drink. I don't like the feeling afterwards as well. So if someone offers me it, I will drink it, but I'm not gonna go out like every weekend drinking. I'd rather stay home. Priscilla Law asks, how did you go about starting YouTube and how did you get so big? How did I start? I just did it. I didn't ask questions. I feel like it's best if you just do it and you learn yourself. I learned everything by myself. I googled everything. Like, that's the great thing about it. Like, you can just YouTube a tutorial. How do you edit on Final Cut Pro? How do you edit on iMovie? For me, it's like, why are you asking for help if you actually never tried it before yourself? I'm okay with helping someone that has tried and failed and they need some help. That's when I'm willing to help them. But for someone that hasn't tried at all, hasn't even recorded a video, and it's not even just filming, just life in general. Like, even my brother asked me stuff before like they needed help with, but they didn't even try it themselves, but I end up helping them anyway, because you should always help people. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to do YouTube, don't do it. Don't ask questions. Like, don't ask what camera. You can research all of that. If you truly wanted to do YouTube, you wouldn't even ask that question. You would have just done it already. You would have already had a channel. You would have done your research on how to edit. That's just my thought, and that's how I did it. I didn't ask questions. Like, I asked Harry, like, should I do it, should I not? and he pushed me to do it. But all of the technical stuff, I did it all on my own. I learned everything by myself. And how did I get so big? I personally don't think I'm a big YouTuber at all. My first video I uploaded was in 2015. 2018 now, so it's been 3 years. I'm only at 40k. I have about 200 and something videos, but I deleted a lot of videos, so I wouldn't say I'm big. I would just say you keep doing it, just keep going. I can't tell you how many times I've cried, I've broken down. If you're committed to it and you love it, then you just keep doing it, and like I said, everything else will follow. The next question is, do you like to live in New Zealand? PS, I dream about knowing there. Yeah, I do like living here. I mean, it's all I've ever known. I never lived in a different country. I've always lived in this Auckland area. I do like it, but there are some days I just hate it. When I was filming my next Face Award looks, I was just like, New Zealand is just so small. There were so many things that I wanted to buy, but there's no place that you can go buy it. There is storage that I want for my room, but there's no stores in New Zealand to buy these things. In America, you guys have Target, Home Goods, like the Container Store. You guys have all these cool shops that you guys can get stuff for cheap prices. But here in New Zealand, there's literally nothing. There's no way to buy this stuff. Like, really, there isn't. Next question is from Tyler Granger. Question is, how did you and Harry meet? Tell me your cute little love story. I definitely want to tell you guys, and I've told a couple of you guys our story over on Instagram through our private messages. I want to do the boyfriend tag and like let him be here with me, and we can explain our story together and let you guys know a little bit more about us. But just to briefly answer your question, we went to the same high school, but Harry is 1 year older than me, so we didn't have classes together. So technically, we met through Facebook. He added me on Facebook. Tyler also asked, where are you planning to travel in the future? I loved your Japan vlogs. I'm actually going back to Japan in October, so I'll be vlogging again when I go. I just want to see the world. Right now, I especially want to see Europe, like Paris and France, and I also want to go to Greece. Harry really wants to go to Africa. Rachel 6 Lynn asked, what is your ethnicity and do you speak the language? So I already told you guys I am half Chinese, half Cambodian. I don't speak Chinese, like I don't speak Mandarin or Canto. I can understand Mandarin a little bit. When I was younger, my mom took me and my brother to Chinese school, but I kind of like forgot everything, but I can kind of understand the basics. Like if someone says, I don't know, or where is she, like those really basic stuff I can understand. I speak a language called Dijiu, or if you guys speak Mandarin, it's called Chaozhou. I speak that language. Not many people speak it. It's like a Chinese dialect. Oh, and I don't speak Cambodian. My dad never taught me how to speak Cambodian. I don't understand it. Nothing about Cambodian. Next question is your current top 5 or top 3 ColorPop eyeshadow palettes. So give it to me straight. The Shayla palette and Double Entendre. Marcy31428 asks, what is your favorite snack? Girl, anything. Give me biscuits, give me chocolates, give me candy, give me crackers, give me anything. I love to snack. Question, favorite skincare routine? Oh, I'm very basic when it comes to my skincare now. If you guys don't know, I used to have really bad acne. I've been on Accutane twice. So I just learned to keep my skincare very simple. I recently, like a couple months ago, uploaded a skincare routine. So I'll link it here or I'll leave it in a card so you guys can watch it. And then the next one is, when did you first find ColorPop? Like I remember a while ago, I bought like ColorPop lippy sticks for Christmas for like some of my friends, but I've never tried it myself. First launch I think I bought was the Alexis Rand launch, and that started my whole ColorPop journey. Ever since then, I've been collecting, and here I am now. So the next question is from Mamacita45. Do you ever plan on coming to the US for a meet and greet? Eventually, I want to have a meet and greet. I don't know if it's going to be in the US or where it will be, but of course I want to have a meet and greet. Next question comes from Savannah. If you could make one ColorPop eyeshadow palette, what would the theme be? It would be something very similar to Give It To Me Straight, but with my own twist to it. Next question is, did you go to school? What inspired you to try YouTube? So I already answered the second half of the question, but did you go to school? Like high school? Yes, but I dropped out early. So over here in New Zealand, high school is 5 years. I only did 4 years. So I didn't do my last year of high school, and I went to uni for that 1 year to do my certificate. Another question, why do you love ColorPop? Why won't I like ColorPop? It's so affordable and the quality of the products is so amazing. They are cruelty free. They support No Kill LA, which is amazing. I just think overall ColorPop is like a really solid brand that I support, and I love their products, and I think for the price, it's really good. What is the best matte red lipstick in your opinion? For red, I wouldn't recommend a lipstick. I would probably go for a liquid lipstick. I love Ariba from ColorPop. That would be like one of my favorites right now. Okay, the Freckled Leaf asked, how are you always so beautiful? You are too kind. What is your favorite anime? Just overall favorite anime? Of course it's One Piece. There's a lot of animes that I love, but overall it would have to be One Piece because that's just like the longest running. And then she also asked, how did you meet Rocky? So Rocky is my cat. Rocky isn't actually like my cat in a sense because Rocky is actually Harry's cat. He's had Rocky ever since he was a kid, and I only met Harry like 5-6 years ago. Another question is #1 makeup tip. I would just say keep practicing and keep blending. So the next question is, will you do more Yes Please palette looks? And at this point I probably won't, just because I've already done so many. I did 2 videos on it and I've used it in multiple videos already. So at this point I don't think I will be, but if I use it in future videos I'll be sure to tag it and stuff. Next question is, which are essential eye brushes? I always write my brush what I'm using in my tutorials. Like I leave it in the little corner here, so if you just look at that, you'll see repeated brushes, and if they're repeated brushes, that means they are a staple. Next question comes from Jacqueline's son. She asked, will you be including your cat in more of your videos? Can't wait to see your new videos. I wish I could include Rocky more. She's just not like a social cat. Every time a camera comes onto her, I don't know how she knows, but she knows and she'll look the other way. So I want to include her more, but it's literally impossible to. Tiffy Soso asked, oh my gosh, yes, finally a Q&A video. What did you study? So like I said, I studied hospitality and tourism. So Jade, who was my 40k winner, she asked me, based on your Insta stories, I was wondering if you're Korean. No, I'm not. Like I said, I am Chinese, Cambodian. My boyfriend is Korean. That's why I'm always eating Korean food, or I say Oma because that's what I call his mom. So what did you guys think of this Q&A? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below if you guys like it. How often do you want me to do them? I was thinking maybe just like every 6 months, so every half year, but who knows, I might change my mind. If you guys have any other questions for me for my next Q&A, if you guys enjoyed this one, I will draw questions from this video. So leave any questions that you have for me in the comments down below, and I will use those questions for my future Q&A. But yeah, that is going to conclude my first ever Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This more relaxed kind of video and you got to know me a little bit better. I just want to thank everyone that sent questions over on my Instagram. I really appreciate it. I was honestly so scared that nobody was going to ask me questions. Thank you for sending your questions over. That's going to wrap up today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!